Hello, and welcome to Sleep Sanctuary, a space where the cares of the day gently fall away, and tranquility takes their place. My voice is here to guide you into a state of calm, where relaxation and rest come effortlessly. Whether you've had a busy, chaotic day or a quiet one, this is your moment to let go and focus on the serenity within. At Sleep Sanctuary, we believe in the power of storytelling to soothe the mind and calm the spirit. Each story is carefully crafted to take you on a peaceful journey, guiding you toward a restful sleep. Tonight's tale is titled The Mountain Cabin Getaway. It's a story of solitude, warmth, and the quiet beauty of nature, a gentle retreat into the heart of a snowy mountain, far from the rush of the world. Imagine yourself nestled in a cozy log cabin, high above the valleys, surrounded by towering evergreens dusted with snow. Outside, the wind whispers softly, carrying with it the crisp scent of pine. Inside, a warm fire crackles in the hearth, its golden light flickering against the walls. A soft blanket wraps around your shoulders, and a steaming cup of herbal tea rests in your hands. This is where we'll go together tonight, a place where time slows down and every worry melts away. So, before we begin, I encourage you to make yourself comfortable. Perhaps you'd like to lie down, close your eyes, or dim the lights. Take a deep breath and exhale any tension lingering in your body. This is your time, your sanctuary. Let's step into the story together, leaving behind the noise of the world and embracing the stillness of the mountains. Before we journey to the cozy mountain cabin, let's take a moment to prepare ourselves for complete relaxation. Find a comfortable position, whether you're lying down, sitting back, or reclining in your favorite chair. Close your eyes, if you'd like, and allow my voice to guide you into a calm and peaceful state. Start by taking a deep breath in through your nose, slowly and deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a moment, and then gently exhale through your mouth. Let the tension leave your body as you breathe out. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale deeply and exhale softly, releasing any stress or tightness you may feel. Now, shift your focus to the top of your head. Notice if there's any tension in your forehead or around your eyes. Imagine a gentle, warm sensation washing over this area, soothing and relaxing it. Let this sensation flow down to your cheeks, your jaw, and your neck. If you're holding any tightness here, simply let it go. Feel the warmth spread to your shoulders, which may have carried the weight of the day. With each breath, let them soften and sink into a state of ease. Let this relaxation flow down your arms, through your elbows, and all the way to your fingertips. Now, bring your attention to your chest and your heart. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your breathing. With each inhale, imagine you're drawing in calm, peaceful energy. With each exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you, worries, stress, or tension. Let the warmth and relaxation move down to your stomach and lower back. Feel this area release and soften. Let go of any tightness and allow yourself to sink even deeper into comfort. Shift your awareness to your hips, your thighs, and your knees. Feel the warmth flow through these areas, melting away any tension. Let it continue down through your calves, your ankles, and finally to your feet and toes. Your entire body is now relaxed, heavy, and completely at ease. Now, imagine yourself in a serene setting. Picture a snow-covered mountain landscape. The air is crisp but not cold, and the scent of pine fills your senses. In the distance, you see a small, inviting cabin with smoke curling gently from its chimney. This is your safe haven, your sanctuary, waiting just for you. Visualize yourself walking toward the cabin. Hear the soft crunch of snow beneath your feet. Notice how each step feels lighter, as if you're leaving all your worries behind. The cabin door is open, and warmth radiates from inside. As you step through the doorway, you're welcomed by the glow of a crackling fire and the comforting scent of pinewood. Take a moment to breathe in this peaceful environment. Let yourself feel completely present and at ease. You are safe here, surrounded by calm and stillness. When you're ready, we'll step further into the story. For now, simply rest in this sense of peace and let the warmth of relaxation fill you entirely. The journey begins as you imagine yourself winding up a narrow mountain road, the world below fading into a distant memory. The crisp winter air feels clean and invigorating, and the snow-draped pines stand tall on either side of the path, their branches sparkling like they've been dusted with diamonds. The hum of the car is a gentle backdrop to the silence of the mountains, a silence that feels vast, peaceful, and welcoming. As you ascend, the trees grow thicker, their deep green needles contrasting beautifully against the pure white snow. The higher you go, the more the landscape transforms into a serene winter wonderland. The occasional bird call or the rustle of snow falling from branches is all you hear, nature's subtle melody. Finally, you see it, your mountain cabin, tucked into the hillside, with a plume of soft smoke curling from the chimney. The sight of it fills you with a sense of warmth and comfort. It looks like something from a dream, a place where time slows down, and the world feels infinitely gentle. You pull into the snowy driveway and step out, the crunch of your boots breaking the quiet. The cold air brushes against your cheeks, but it's not harsh, it's refreshing, like a deep breath of calm. You pause for a moment, taking in the scene around you. The snow is pristine, untouched except for the occasional track of a deer or rabbit. The mountains rise high into the sky, their peaks dusted with snow, standing as timeless guardians of this secluded retreat. Walking toward the cabin, you notice the details, the wooden beams weathered by the elements, the soft glow of the windows hinting at the warmth inside, and the wreath of pine branches hanging on the door, a simple but inviting touch. As you step onto the porch, the wooden boards creak softly under your weight, and you pause for just a moment to savor the stillness. Opening the door, you're greeted by a wave of warmth and the earthy, comforting scent of pine wood. The room is bathed in the golden light of a crackling fire in the stone hearth. The walls are lined with shelves of books, and a thick, woven rug stretches across the wooden floor. A cozy armchair sits near the fireplace, draped with a soft blanket, inviting you to settle in and let the world outside drift away. You set your bag down and breathe deeply, feeling the tranquility of this place wash over you. The cabin feels like it's been waiting just for you, a sanctuary where everything is simple, peaceful, and safe. Moving to the window, you look out at the snow falling gently, each flake unique as it dances through the air. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional pop of a log in the fire. You can feel yourself exhale, letting go of everything except this moment. Here, in this cozy mountain cabin, you've arrived, not just physically, but emotionally. This is where you're meant to be, surrounded by quiet and warmth, with nothing to do but enjoy the stillness of the mountains. The first step inside the cabin feels like stepping into a warm embrace. The soft golden light from the fireplace dances across the wooden walls, casting flickering shadows that make the space feel alive yet soothing. You take a moment to let it all sink in, the crackle of the fire, the faint scent of pine mingling with the earthy aroma of the wooden beams, and the overall sense of comfort that seems to radiate from every corner. After setting your belongings by the door, you slip off your coat and boots, hanging them on a sturdy wooden rack. The air inside is cozy and welcoming, a stark contrast to the chilly mountain air outside. You pad across the floor, your feet sinking into the soft, woven rug that stretches out before the fireplace. The room feels just the right size, spacious enough to breathe, but intimate enough to feel completely your own. The first order of business is to prepare a warm drink. You find a small, charming kitchen tucked into the corner, its shelves stocked with rustic mugs, jars of loose-leaf teas, and a kettle sitting patiently on the stove. You choose a blend of chamomile and lavender, something to match the serene mood of the evening. As the kettle begins to whistle softly, you glance out the kitchen window. Snowflakes drift lazily through the air, coating the trees and ground in a fresh layer of pristine white. With your tea in hand, you return to the main room and pick the perfect spot near the fireplace. A plush armchair sits there, draped with a thick, knitted blanket. You sink into it, feeling the cushions mold to your shape, and wrap the blanket around yourself. The fire's warmth radiates outward, chasing away any lingering chill. Nearby, a small table holds a stack of books, each one an invitation to lose yourself in a new world. You run your fingers over their spines, enjoying the tactile feel of old bindings and crisp pages. You select a novel that seems familiar, yet unexplored, and place it on your lap for later. For now, you let your gaze wander around the room. There are little touches everywhere that make the cabin feel like home. A cluster of pine cones arranged in a bowl on the mantel, a basket of extra blankets near the hearth, and a softly glowing lantern perched on a nearby shelf. Everything feels intentional, designed to make you feel safe and at ease. Sipping your tea, you lean back and close your eyes for a moment, letting the warmth seep into your body. The world outside fades further into the background, replaced by the simple pleasures of this tranquil space. The fire crackles, the tea soothes, and the softness of the blanket wraps you in a cocoon of comfort. In this moment, there's nowhere else you need to be. The cabin, with its quiet charm and gentle warmth, feels like a sanctuary. You've settled in, and the rest of the evening stretches out before you, peaceful and unhurried. The heart of the cabin is the fireplace, its glow casting a soothing warmth over the room. You find yourself drawn to it, almost mesmerized by the flickering flames that seem to dance with a life of their own. The fire crackles softly, a comforting sound that fills the space like a gentle melody. It feels as though the world has narrowed to just this moment, just this firelight, this warmth, this stillness. Settling back into your armchair, you pull the blanket more tightly around your shoulders and let your body sink deeper into relaxation. The golden light of the fire flickers across the walls, creating soft, shifting patterns. Shadows of the logs in the hearth stretch and twist, moving in time with the flames. The scene feels alive, yet calming, as though the cabin itself is breathing in rhythm with the fire. You watch as the wood burns, the edges glowing red before collapsing into embers. Each log adds its own unique crackle and pop, a small reminder of the life it once held as part of the forest surrounding you. The scent of burning wood mingles with the faint aroma of pine, filling the room with a natural, earthy fragrance. Every breath you take feels grounding, as though you're becoming one with this peaceful space. The warmth radiates outward, wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. Your hands, resting on the arms of the chair, absorb the heat, and the chill from earlier in the day is now a distant memory. Even your thoughts feel softened by the fire's glow, each one gentle and unhurried, like leaves floating down a quiet stream. Looking into the flames, you find yourself daydreaming. The vibrant yellows and oranges blur together, and your mind begins to wander. Perhaps you think of other fires you've sat beside, or perhaps the flames remind you of stories you've heard or places you've been. Whatever comes to mind feels gentle, distant, like a memory tucked away in the back of your mind, warmed by the glow of nostalgia. Every now and then, the fire lets out a small hiss as the wood shifts, sending a shower of tiny sparks up the chimney. The sound is soothing, like a whisper from the cabin itself, inviting you to stay as long as you like. You adjust your position in the chair, the blanket rustling softly, and let out a deep, contented sigh. Outside the window, snow continues to fall, but the fire holds the focus of the room. The contrast between the cold, silent world outside and the warm, lively hearth inside is striking. It's as if the cabin exists in its own little bubble, protected from the elements, a place of pure, undisturbed peace. You close your eyes for a moment, still feeling the fire's warmth against your skin. The glow lingers behind your eyelids, a golden haze that seems to seep into your very being. In this moment, everything is perfect. There's no rush, no worries, just the gentle glow of the fireplace and the deep comfort it brings. As the evening settles in, the cabin feels even cozier, like a sanctuary cradled in the quiet arms of the snowy mountain. The fire in the hearth continues its soothing dance, its warm glow lighting the room with a soft, golden hue. It's time to lean into the comforting rhythm of evening rituals, simple yet satisfying moments that ground the soul and quiet the mind. You rise from the armchair, the knitted blanket still draped loosely around your shoulders, and move toward the small kitchen. The air is infused with the subtle sense of pine and wood smoke, grounding and comforting all at once. You decide it's the perfect moment to brew another cup of tea, perhaps something calming like peppermint or chamomile. The ritual is unhurried, deliberate, a gentle pouring of water into the kettle, the slow boil, and the satisfying hiss of steam as you prepare your cup. As the tea steeps, you open one of the kitchen drawers and find a simple beeswax candle. Lighting it, you place it on the dining table near the window. Its soft, flickering glow adds another layer of warmth to the room, complementing the firelight. You pause for a moment, gazing out the window as you sip your tea. Snowflakes continue to fall in slow, hypnotic patterns, blanketing the world in a serene, endless white. The silence outside feels like an invitation to slow down and just be. Returning to the main room, you explore the bookshelf by the fireplace. The shelves are lined with old, well-loved books, their spines showing the wear of many hands. You run your fingers across the titles, feeling a sense of wonder at the stories they hold. Finally, you choose a book that seems to call to you, or a classic novel, its cover soft and familiar. Back in the armchair, you settle in once again, wrapping the blanket snugly around you. The book feels perfect in your hands, its pages thick and textured, the scent of aged paper blending with the warmth of the room. You begin to read, the words flowing effortlessly, drawing you into another world. Time seems to stretch and bend, and for a while, the cabin fades into the background as you lose yourself in the story. After a while, you place the book down and lean back in the chair, cradling your tea. The fire has softened into a steady, glowing bed of embers, its light subdued yet still comforting. You close your eyes, taking a moment to reflect on the simplicity of this evening. The small rituals, the brewing of tea, the lighting of the candle, the choosing of a book, feel meaningful, like gentle anchors keeping you grounded in the present. As the night deepens, you feel your body growing heavier, your mind quieter. You're enveloped by a profound sense of peace, the kind that comes from being completely at ease. The evening rituals have worked their magic, creating a perfect transition into the serenity of the night. The evening has deepened into night, and the cabin feels like the heart of the mountains, glowing softly against the quiet, snowy landscape. The fire has settled into a gentle rhythm, its embers glowing faintly, casting just enough warmth to keep the room cozy. The book rests on the side table, its story left for another time, and the tea has been finished, its cup now empty, but its calming effects lingering. It's the perfect moment to sit back, let your mind wander, and reflect on the simplicity and beauty of the day. You think back to the journey up the mountain, the way the snow-covered trees lined the winding road, their branches forming a natural archway to this secluded haven. Each twist and turn of the path brought you closer to this cabin, closer to the stillness you had been longing for. It's a comforting memory, like a bridge that brought you from the busyness of the world to the tranquility of now. Then, your thoughts drift to the moment you first arrived. The cabin, nestled against the hillside, welcomed you like an old friend, its warmth spilling out into the cold. The crackle of the fire, the scent of pine, and the soft glow of the room, it all felt like stepping into a story, one where the main character, for once, is simply at peace. The rituals of the evening come to mind as well, the slow brewing of tea, the lighting of the candle, the deliberate act of selecting a book. These weren't just tasks, they were small celebrations of stillness and self-care. Each action was intentional, each moment meaningful. The simplicity of it all reminds you that life doesn't need to be complicated to be fulfilling. As you reflect, you notice how the cabin has worked its quiet magic on you. The tension you carried earlier is nowhere to be found. Your shoulders feel lighter, your breath slower, and your thoughts less hurried. Even the sound of the wind outside, gently brushing against the windows, feels like a soothing lullaby rather than a disruption. Gratitude begins to fill your heart, unbidden but welcome. You're thankful for this moment, for this space, for the chance to slow down and simply exist. You think about how rare it is to find a place where the mind can truly rest, where the noise of the world fades into the background, and the beauty of the present takes center stage. Looking out the window, the snowfall continues, soft and endless. Each flake feels like a tiny reminder of life's quiet beauty, fleeting but profound. You take a deep breath, savoring the stillness of the cabin and the calm it has brought to your soul. Tonight, as you reflect on the simplicity of the day, you're reminded of something important. Peace doesn't have to be found in grand gestures or elaborate plans. Sometimes, it's as simple as a warm fire, a soft blanket, and the quiet company of your own thoughts. The fire in the hearth has dwindled to a soft, warm glow, the embers pulsing gently like a heartbeat. The cabin is wrapped in a cocoon of silence, broken only by the occasional pop of the dying fire and the faint whisper of wind against the windows. The blanket around your shoulders feels like a second skin, its softness pulling you further into the embrace of relaxation. You sink deeper into your chair, your body growing heavy and your mind light, as if floating on a calm, endless sea. You close your eyes, allowing the stillness to envelop you. With each breath, you feel yourself letting go a little more, your chest rising and falling in a steady, soothing rhythm. Inhale deeply, drawing in the peaceful energy of the cabin, and exhale, releasing any lingering tension. The weight of the day has dissolved completely, leaving only a profound sense of calm. Your thoughts begin to drift like the snowflakes outside, soft and aimless. Images of the day flash briefly in your mind, the winding mountain road, the glow of the cabin, the warmth of the fire. Each memory feels distant yet comforting, like a gentle story being told in the back of your mind. They come and go without urgency, melting away like snowflakes on warm skin. As your body relaxes further, you shift slightly in your chair, wrapping the blanket more tightly around you. The cabin feels alive with quiet energy, its wooden beams and stone hearth radiating a deep sense of security. You imagine the walls of the cabin holding you close, sheltering you from the world outside. The fire's glow dances behind your closed eyelids, a golden light that lulls you deeper into rest. Your breathing slows even more, syncing with the quiet rhythm of the room. The scent of pine lingers faintly in the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of the fire. It's a grounding scent, one that seems to root you in the present while also letting your mind float free. You let yourself imagine the snow outside blanketing the world in softness, muffling every sound and creating a sense of stillness that feels endless. The cabin is your sanctuary, a timeless place where the worries of the world cannot reach you. You feel completely safe, completely at peace. In your mind's eye, you see yourself lying in a cozy bed in the loft of the cabin, wrapped in soft quilts and nestled among plush pillows. The fire's warmth rises to meet you there, and the faint glow of the embers provides just enough light to feel comforting. You imagine the soft ticking of an old clock in the corner, each second marking the gentle passage of time, carrying you effortlessly into the depths of sleep. And as you breathe in once more, deeply and slowly, you allow yourself to let go completely. The quiet of the mountains, the warmth of the cabin, and the glow of the fire guide you into a deep, restful sleep. The world outside fades away, and you drift peacefully into dreams.